Hi, my name is Melissa Goodstein, and I'm a mediator and collaborative attorney, and I'm also the vice president of the New York Association of Collaborative Professionals. And today I'm going to be continuing my series with you on the role of the collaborative attorney in the collaborative divorce process with my friend and colleague, Ken Novenstern, who happens to be the president of the New York Association of Collaborative Professionals. So where we left off last time was really just consulting with counsel, consulting with the client about the collaborative process. And now once you've been retained as collaborative counsel, this is an opportunity to then connect with your counterpart and to prepare for that first meeting. So I'm going to speak to you a little bit about what that first meeting is about, what the structure is. And primarily that first meeting that we have in the collaborative process is really a process-oriented meeting. And I will connect with my counterpart, and if I know him or her and they're a member of my association, we have forms that we use that are particular to our association, such as the participation agreement and the code of conduct, which really establishes a framework about how we're all going to be working together in the process and expectations of behavior. So in terms of that, I will speak with my counterpart and make sure that we have the same forms that we're using. And what we also do is create an agenda. And that's really very important because an agenda really sets the structure and manages expectations and preparedness for each meeting. It really makes it to avoid any surprises and also just so that everyone knows what to expect so that there's not a worry about that. So the first meeting really is process driven, and it's really a commitment to the process. It sets the framework with how we're going to work together. The cornerstone of that is that participation agreement. So I will review with my counterpart the agreement that we're going to use, because if he's not a member of my association, they may have another form. So we need to agree on that. So we agree on the forms and the packet of materials. And it's really important too that we're going to share with the clients the materials that we're going to be sharing at that meeting. So it's not a surprise to them. They will have reviewed it. We'll have an opportunity to review it together. And the other thing that we talk about with my, in preparation for the meeting is what other collaborative professionals we will consider for the process itself. And so my counterpart and I will discuss some names so that we can present it at the meeting together. The other thing that we do is we also address if there's any time-sensitive or immediate issues. Surprises are not good in any process, particularly the collaborative process as well. And so we want to make sure that if there's an immediate issue that really needs to be addressed, it's addressed and we speak about it and it's put on the agenda. So essentially then the agenda follows with committing to the process, which is the framework and essential, because without committing to the process and agreeing to this participation agreement, you really don't have a collaborative process. We're beginning a collaborative process. That is the cornerstone of it. And setting the framework for that is so important. And that is why process really is driven in that first meeting. It is important, again, to address any time-sensitive issues and to also, as said, as part of the agenda, meeting dates for future meetings, and also to go through what's called the roadmap of the process, which really sets a framework and a trajectory about what that process looks like and what the different stages are. And that's really helpful for clients to see that, to manage expectations and to see how it's going to flow. And what Ken is going to speak to you about next is really what that second meeting is, which is really the gathering of information. And part of that information is really getting an understanding of what the concerns and the interests of the clients are. What is their story? What do they really hope to achieve? What is their primary concerns? And that's going to be the opportunity to really identify it, understand it, and review that. And that's what Ken's going to speak about for the framework for the second meeting. So if you really want some more information about the collaborative process, you feel free to take a look at my website or the New York Association of Collaborative Professionals website. And thank you so much for your time. Bye.